toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change? And, right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And, Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the... And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. With his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, number 15 overall. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this Hall has it knocked loose, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On second down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. David Njoku, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Falcons grab it inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline, or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons. Able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Here's McLeod on the return. There he goes, left side.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Falcons have got it on cruise control.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a number 1.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame. And anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within this...
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away. And the Falcons just continue to roll. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them.
Ball has it knocked loose, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one. Ball has it knocked loose, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. In our stat pack every week, there's two columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered two last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy, the guy who forced the fumble, is going to get major kudos.
Touchdown, Falcons! David Njoku with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Falcons extend their lead yet again. Koo now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Throwing on third down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Brown, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on?
Ball has it knocked loose.
And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Hall has it knocked loose, and the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would...
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons are pouring it on.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
Ball has it knocked loose.
And the Falcons grab it. And that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Burrow will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Ja'Marr Chase.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it on cruise control. Koo for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. David Njoku on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons just continue to roll.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
One of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
David Njoku
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons extend their lead yet again. Koo now for the point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Give to Hall running right, and he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Burrow on play action.
That one deep for London.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Drake London
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Dyami Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Nick Westbrook-Akine, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one, all tied. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He had a half for the ages. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Ray McCloud.
He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. and they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now a first down throw. Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Matt Judon in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight in, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Burrow.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flushed out right.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson
from 3 yards out.
And the Falcons get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Koo for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
McLeod to return it. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've
wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. David Njoku, 71 yards. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Oh, he sheds himself free and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And London, the motion man right.
1st down. Here's Burrow. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Robinson, touchdown, Falcons.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Saints coming out now to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Oku able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And it's caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. They'll under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the... In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too. Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want the shutout preserved. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow. If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Operating from the gun, Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.